What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Naynay. So this week, I'm going to share the 7th lesson in training MMA over the past 10 years, and is about knowing your limits. When I think about this, I think about Bruce Lee's quote about him saying, "There are no limits, there are plateaus, but you must not stay there. You must go beyond them." It's funny because in the beginning of training MMA, I put that mindset very seriously. I said to myself, okay, no limits, low limits. I should keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing to the point of injury, right? And I think what happened with me is that I didn't have a turn off button. And not only that, like doing too much. Didn't take my recovery seriously. And I wasn't doing what I needed to do to make sure that I recovered and I didn't get injured. And so some people that now recently ask me like what happened with the injury, it's crazy because like with this left Achilles rupture, it didn't even happen while I was training MMA. This happened literally when I was doing strength and conditioning. But I remember doing too much over the week and my body was under so much stress that it didn't have enough time to recover. And so when I mean like know your limits is that yes, as we get older, our bodies do not work the same. And I don't mean to discourage anybody that gets older. I'm just saying like it is what it is. Your bodies get older, our bodies get older, and we have to take our recovery very, very seriously. For example, massages, sauna, cupping, whatever method or strategy that is going to help you recover faster for you to have top athletic performance, then it's on you. I want to keep this nice and short for you guys to see that I understand now that the only limitation that I have is basically my body if I don't train it properly. But we really don't have limits in our minds. If we allow ourselves to limit ourselves from living our full potential, then that's our problem, right? If I limited myself from coming back to MMA after a year, or even taking time off completely, right? Because I really didn't take time off like that. Like I was still attending the classes, even if though I was just watching, taking notes. I didn't limit myself, but just not being there. It's nice not to limit ourselves. I think personally, if I would have limited myself, I would not be here. And when I started the channel, it was 5 years ago where I said to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna go out there and whatever happens, happens with YouTube. If people follow me, great. If they don't follow me, well, at least I tried, you know? And so my limit was my lack of confidence, not thinking that everyone was going to listen to what I had to say. But it wasn't until I started the process and I did receive a lot of support from my peers, and eventually people found me on social media. And then I realized that, okay, maybe I'm not the only one going through these problems. Maybe there are people out there that are going through similar issues, but I'm finally speaking up about them. So I didn't limit myself just because, okay, well, I'm not good at public speaking. I don't know how to articulate certain emotions, or I get shy in the camera, right? But I didn't limit myself just because I had those insecurities, those fears. I still made the effort to come on this platform and make a video, put some content out there for people to see who I am. And I'm very thankful for that. So if you guys don't know yet, on March 31st was my 5th year anniversary on YouTube. I know, I clap for myself. And that's the thing with when it comes to being an influencer. Nobody claps for you except for yourself. So I'm clapping for myself because it was that. I didn't limit myself when I first started. I was just like, you know what? Whatever happens with this journey is going to be for me. I use this platform as a diary, as a way to show who I am, to show those that don't have confidence in themselves, to see that, yeah, you could do it too. I struggled for many, many years to show who I was just because I was shy and I couldn't talk to people. And I was just fearful of what anyone was going to say about me. But now, once I put myself out there, I mean, what can I be ashamed about? I mean, everyone's different. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has insecurities, and I don't care at this point. You know, I'm gonna have my insecurities. I'm not gonna show a pretty perfect life. I show my struggles because I understand that I'm going to work on them. I'm going to work on my weaknesses, and I'm going to get better. Know your limits. If you are in the sport and you're starting the sport, or you're learning about your limits in MMA. Just be mindful, listen to your body, and push yourself. Like when we're young in the sport and we have full on energy, there's no reason for us not to push ourselves. Like there's no reason, if my body feels good and I feel good and I have so much energy and no aches and pains, like I'm gonna push myself because I'm gonna be better. Because the next time that I go back into the gym, I'm gonna be better and I'm gonna push myself even more. I won't know how capable I am until I push even further. And that's how we all grow together. But don't allow yourself to limit yourself in your mind, because our minds are going to take us anywhere we want to go. And even if we struggle now, doesn't mean that we're going to be in this position next year. So I felt the same way when I started the injury process, and now going through the whole recovery period and now coming back to it, I realized that yes, I didn't limit myself and I'm going to keep going until I become a better person. All right, bye.